So, Simon Squibb, hello.
Hello.
How are you?
Good.
Welcome to the Roller.
Yeah.
So, our tagline as a brand is one small step.
Okay.
So, what was the first small step you took in your journey to success?
Can I just say, by the way, I bought a staircase in Twickenham, 5 stories high. The whole symbolism is every one step at a time.
I love that.
So yeah. Anyway, so kind of amazing. There's so much synergy. Anyway,
Yeah.
I think the first step for me, if I think back, I think I started a gardening company, right? So the first step was doing something that wasn't particularly glamorous, that wasn't particularly exciting. It actually wasn't my dream, but I knew I had to learn business and no one was going to teach it to me.
Yeah.
So the way to learn business was start a business. And so I knocked on people's doors and said, I'll take care of your garden. And some said yes and a lot said no. So the first step was literally like doing something that didn't feel glamorous, that didn't seem glamorous, that was just about learning how to do it. Who knows, gardening could have been the thing I wanted to do for the rest of my life, maybe, but it wasn't. What I'm doing now is what I want to do for the rest of my life, helping people with their dreams.
Did you always have big dreams from an early age?
When I was young, I just wanted to survive. When I was 15 years old, I just wanted to be able to pay for somewhere to sleep that was safe and be able to get a meal.
Sure.
And so, very, very simple. I think a lot of successful people, if you actually ask them in the early days, most people just want to earn enough to be able to be self-employed. So most people want to get their companies to, 10 million ROR. I think getting the business to break even should be your main target.
Definitely.
Initially, and that's all I really wanted to do.
Amazing. And in terms of your journey up to this point, was there a moment that you felt, I'm going to give up? Did you ever get close to that and think, right, I have to get back into the system, I need the security of a job? Or did you always just think, no, there is something bigger for me?
Well, I was very lucky because I had a lot of bad luck. I was really, really lucky. And I think that because of all that bad luck, it meant that I didn't have that option to give up.
Yeah.
Had no choice.
Sure.
And it's the best thing that ever happened to me.
Amazing.
Because once you have a choice, you can give up.
Yeah. And what would you say as a piece of advice to somebody who is currently in a job and has always wanted to start their own business? What would you say is the small step they should take to do that?
Well, I've done like 20 different things you need to do. There's not just one step, there's 20 different things you need to do, and I've written all in a book. But the best one, in my opinion, is get your costs down.
Sure.
So make it so that you can have as much time as possible to make that idea work. Too many people want to keep the, let's say, lifestyle. They want to go out every weekend. They want to have a nice apartment. They want to eat fancy food. You have to go to basics. Get your. Arnold Schwarzenegger lived in the gym he worked out in for a year and a half.
Yeah.
Mattress on the floor.
So you're buying time, effectively.
Basically, you're giving yourself a chance to make it.
One final question for you. You know a little bit about our brand Mush. You know that our mission is to create a drinks brand that's low sugar, high fiber, get all the nasty, horrible brands that are currently in the market out of the market. Will you get involved in our company? You've tried them now. You've had a little taste of them. You understand our mission a bit. Are you up for getting involved in?
I always tell people when they pitch to me, tell me exactly how much do you want me to put?
10 grand.
Done.
Deal. Thank you very much.
Something I get to own the roles.
Yeah. Yes. New owner.